Or dried apricots. Go ahead.
Yeah, what the heck? They're good for you. So yeah, I've been, you know.
Yeah, John banned 2 people from coming back on the show because they
Potty mouth?
yesterday.
Yes.
Didn't mess up that bad, but
No, I'll freaking every now and then, but you know, usually I watch it a little bit more than. But I guess I've gotten to the point where if I offend people, then they needed it.
I see.
I mean, usually, you know me. Usually, I'm more.
You don't offend me. I'm just trying to.
Not offend people.
I'm just trying to keep my show. Okay. So that's.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where that's at.
All
I
right,
mean,
John.
nothing personal. I just like to keep doing my show.
Hey, well, put it on all you guys. Don't just
Well, see, here's.
let me hear.
Oh. We have that option. If you'll scoot up to the table, we can all be in the shot.
Okay.
But we can't all lean way back, you know, and be in the shot. So, but you've met Adam before, right? In the show, yeah. Adam's membership is about to run out. When?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Adam's membership runs out tomorrow.
Dang.
And he won't be a member. And when he joined it, how much did it cost?
35.
It cost 35, and now it costs 50. And he's only working on.
Is there a student discount?
Yeah.
I haven't been working, so I've been like totally poor. I'm trying to sell my car to raise some money because I've had 2.
Okay.
And I have my camera in pawn that's been there since March, and it's like trying to figure out my priorities here.
Yeah.
That's, you know. Yeah, I'm like, maybe. Which one's the strong one?
I think they're pretty much
Which of
the
the two?
same.
They're probably pretty equal right now.
Hey,
Hi, Jonathan.
Mon!
When that water boils, put this. Or you could go ahead and put this back in there. Do you want to
Okay.
put that back in the?
Which one? Oh, okay.
Hi,
All right, so that
Jonathan.
one you already have some?
You're not
This
really.
one
You're really
is
not
ready.
on camera, but
Over here.
that would work. Yeah. Well, that
Are
might.
there any student rates at URTV?
If you are a full-time student, yes.
A full-time student. How about a pretend-like student? Will that?
No.
That
Are you
won't
drinking?
be full-time
Yes.
until the summer.
Thank you, thank you.
All right.
And then how much is it for a full-time student?
$15.
All right.
Okay, I'll just wait till the summer.
Right. Oh.
Well, they wouldn't kick you out for coming. My mouth wasn't that bad, was it?
I didn't hear anything.
I did.
All right. Well, so Jonathan appears to be a little under the weather.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling very well. I think I'm coming down with what everyone else is.
I'm wondering how you're
Really?
going to feel tomorrow.
That's what I'm wondering.
You have a headache?
Apparently, no headache. But definitely very, like, floaty, kind of like out of my body.
Yeah, if you're like that tomorrow, there won't be a URTV.
See, that's it.
That'd be boiling.
That's it right there.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, it's pretty nasty, whatever it
Well,
is.
a lot of people are getting it, and I'm encountering most of them.
Hey, come
There
on in,
he
come on in. I heard
is!
you were coming.
Hey!
And you baked a cake?
No,
Did you make
have a seat over there. There's a seat for you.
So I have to call an astronaut. I thought the show was 1 hour. It's 2 hours. isn't
No,
it?
1 hour.
Oh, it is 1 hour.
6 to 7.
What happens if we do 7 and 8 prayer? Because the schedule said 6, the next show was 8.
6 we go 6 to 7. Hello,
Then we do
lady.
7 and 8.
Who's on after?
Jesus of
Apparently I gotta go
Nazareth.
back to work.
Oh,
Jonathan, who's after my show today?
The bulletin board.
In A or B?
Well, no, I
I
guess,
just looked at the schedule. Oh, that's good. That's fine.
yeah.
Excited.
Hey, John, what are you doing, man?
What's his name?
Go
Do
over
you have
there
a tea
and
pot that makes
sit
his
where
name?
Jonathan was sitting.
My wife is here, my beloved, my beloved's here.
Come on.
I read the stuff that
Yeah.
you can't do stuff like you can't smoke marijuana, you can't say fuck, shit, piss, moan, and groan.
Yeah,
All
you
those
can't do
things.
that now either. Oh.
You're live
Don't
on.
do that.
You're live on the air.
Oh, this is live on the air?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I come on your show?
You can say it because we have a producer. Presses the button. I love to press the button. On my show, he goes like this. Looks like he's a dildo.
I don't have such a button, and I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Never say that again.
Yeah, because they already hollered at me.
gotten out of hand.
I thought it was. I thought you guys had a button in control. What do you want here?
No, we don't have
This
a
is
button.
live.
It stays open day and night.
Hello.
Why do people watch it? Because of this. So it's like a webcam in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow. Now, my question about obscenities, because I had to take this test with the FCC. Used to be every year, and now with Clear Channel. So they have their own trip, right? But then the FCC's got their trip too. It's the three things of obscenity, pornography, and indecency. You have to know the three of them, the balance of them.
What you're allowed to say, what you're not allowed to say, and
Yeah. And then Clear Channel has another caveat because they have a after canning Howard Stern,
Right,
So they don't even want to get into the issue of sexuality at all in any way, shape, or form. At least with me, any way, shape, or form. I had these 85-year-old guys on the show,
right.
talking about tantric overtowing, tantric monks,
Right,
they're
right.
like 80s. And my producer, and I know you're live, I won't mention names. He
The D is boiling. The water is boiling.
he called me on Monday. He said, "What is this about this tantric
Okay, I just
stuff?"
want to. How do I switch to my
NASA.
stuff here?
My guest tomorrow.
Excuse me for 1 second. Buncombe County standards do not allow for certain languages to be spoken, not languages, certain type of language to be spoken before 11 p.m. So because we're live, we can't have that sort of language. So we're going to now go to bulletin board for the remainder of the tea party, and I'm sure we will still have fun drinking tea. So thank you, and those are the rules.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I love it. I come here and I put them off the air.
No.
Well, first of all, I must chastise all of you here, in some way, shape, or form, for not telling this to your guests that you're alive. How would I know that?
What?
How would I
Before
know
you
that?
came in?
How do I know that? Walking through the door, you got a live camera here.
Yeah.
You know what? It's insane.
Oh, well.
So I should walk out. Not with your show, it's different. You should tell people that immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
you got a
I
live thing
thought
over
that
there.
everybody usually knows that.
Oh, yeah, everybody uses it. I've never been here before.
That's true.
No, so what you should ask?
Well, I don't know why that they had.
That's why I don't mess around with WPVM. In my first show that I did with URTV, I said I'm never going to come back again.
Oh, really?
I've been on international, national shows on major television. I'm not going to put my credibility in me down because of the equipment or the lack of talent of the people doing shows. I support it. I love them at PVM, but I'm not going to be there. The last show was Mind Over Matter or something like that. That show. And they did it over at the North Asheville Library, and they didn't. Whatever they didn't do. Lighting. They had no lighting. And the miking. The mic was on the camera, and it was bouncing off the wall. I'm sorry, John, someone should give someone instructions before they come to the studio.
They should.
Because, I've been doing radio for
I know.
20 years, and we have a button when you go on the air, and you have a button.
Right, we don't have
and
that.
You have talk time. So not doing that, I think, is very detrimental to your program and detrimental to any other guest that might be like me. No, maybe not every man goes around and uses four-letter words, but...
I'm sorry. It's like-
No, really, seriously. I mean, it should be a normal thing that you do. Any guest you have on, you should send them this information, either directed to them on the email. Every one of my guests I have on, they know exactly what the program is, when it goes on, what they're going to do. If they don't want to do it, guess what? They're not on my show.
Right. I'm pretty casual about it. You know what I mean? But
But I have another question about the whole thing. Now that we're off the air, this is a channel. This is not
cable.
Yeah, which means it doesn't go on the airwaves. It's not public.
That's right.
Therefore, there's no rules except what is set up by charter and or the city.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
That's right. That's right.
So
This
the
is,
word FCC doesn't appear anyway because
that's
they don't,
right. That's
Yeah.
right. The
That's their
FCC does not regulate us. We are regulated only by what's acceptable.
It's the same stuff.
What's acceptable by
And
community
I'm well aware of it.
standards.
I mean, I read the stuff before. I'm well aware of that. It's not that. The thing is, here, it's so casual. I had no idea you were on the air because off the air at the station, man, we were like, truck drivers, man. But once we know near the time, man, you know what the offense is on the FCC? One offense.
Really?
That's right.
One offense.
No,
How much-
they've gotten
how much?
really mean lately.
What are you allowed to
Do
say?
you know what the first? Well, the words I said here are what you're not allowed to say. Do you know what the first offense is?
Like-
Repeat. Are you aware of what the FCC will fine you for the first offense?
What's that?
$500,000. Only Clear Channel could pay it, and that's where they charge that much. Now, something that only went into effect last year, never before. The talent, the host, and or the guest, anyone who they could trace back that had this sound go into that mic over that air, 10,000 and it'll garnish your wages
Wow.
to come after you.
Yeah.
Now, here's what they said. They said the rules haven't changed. They're actually opened up because after 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night, you can do innuendos and stuff that you could never do before. Although I can't do any of it. Anytime.
Well, you can say anything you like now
Because we're not on
because
here.
we're off the air,
Right.
but we're still recording on a DVD, which may or may not
Do what you want.
get played.
Well, I think it's important to hear this, that-
after
that
2 a.m.
First of all, I'm very happy that...
So after
that-
2 a.m. you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
After 11, you can say whatever you want, and we have tits after 2.
What's that mean?
That means that
You
you
can
can
show
have nudity.
nudity.
Well, you can on the street, of Asheville. You all know
Okay.
that.
No.
You do not know that. Okay, now you
All
know
right.
that.
Well, tell us about it. See, we'll continue this. This may or may
All right,
not get
well-
shown. I don't know what'll happen.
This happened,
Our programmer's not here, and he was probably counting on the show getting programmed into the.
Welcome,
the
John.
server.
How are you, man?
All right.
Do you get my email, or you have a different email address? I send you a lot of email.
Oh, I had to get rid of my email address because of you, because you sell my email address to people who want to send me.
I don't sell anything. I wish I did.
Well, somehow or
Or you
other,
give it away.
you pass my email address
No.
along to people who send me
Never
lots of spam.
Never did. Well, I send-
Okay, well,
I send nobody's name to anybody. Matter of fact, I go to my way. I BCC everybody. So anyone gets something, I usually send it to Asheville.
well, anyway, my email address started getting so much spam that I had to.
Oh, so I
to-
should take you up because you're not. It's just a waste of my button.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just fills up a server that's sitting there. I mean, the account is still active. It just puts stuff in the memory. Several hundred spams a day go into the memory of a machine.
You know,
and
I
they
don't
sit
even
there.
check
and
my
I,
trash
And I don't
anymore.
check it. I don't check it because it takes so long to download thousands of spams that it's just not worth it.
I don't have that, and I have my email is all over the place. It refers it from New Frontier and from others. But I think most people use the Yahoo accounts because Yahoo cleans it up pretty well, and it's you're somewhat
Yeah,
hidden.
I have Yahoo, Gmail, Hotmail.
AOL, I don't know. I've never been supporter of AOL.
Whole bunch.
So what the Tea Party? What do you have a format? Because I didn't know.
Yeah. Would you get
Yeah, you,
the Swami?
some tea.
Would you get the Swami cup and saucer?
The what happens?
I can. I'll do it.
Well, I can read to you from the Dirt People. Are you aware of this man or book? Okay, he's a local Ashevillean. This book is a must read.
Now, is this the one that you're going to have on tomorrow?
All right.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I remember it sounded
How are
familiar,
you?
and I was like,
You've not said anything bad, have you?
Beautiful man. She never says bad.
Hello, John.
Hello.
I can't say anything. Why would I say something bad?
You can-
See, we almost go out of the way at the station because we are. That's why we use all that vulgarity before we go on the air. I do all kinds of things, We're crazy over there. But then once we got on, well, you were there. You saw the whole trip. Did you do anything with that stuff?
I have the video out in my car. It's been.
So I know nothing about you. Do they do any training? Does anybody here get any? Like
You have to be certified in that means like to use the equipment, you have to go through a couple of classes to make sure you won't break or destroy it. Basically,
You
and
you
that's it.
could all squinch around this way, and you could be on this camera. This is our monitor now that we've lost our big one. So, but you could try to squinch around if you all want to be in a shot together.
I can sit on my honey's lap. If
Yeah, move those out of the way. Exactly.
Yes.
See if you can get in. So you're bringing books with you.
No,
what-
I just had.
You always
because-
have
His
books. You get
guest
lots
tomorrow.
of books. You still get lots of books, don't you?
More than ever, John. More
And I
than
brought
ever.
a
More
piece
than
of
ever.
artwork too.
Oh, good.
That's her stuff. yeah.
Okay. Well, here, show it on the camera.
Oh, wow.
Here. Oh my. Yes. See, you
Tell-
see,
tell-
turn
no,
it
no, give-
around.
tell-
see that
tell-
camera there?
You see, you go by the camera there. Huh?
That camera, yeah, show it to you.
And can you see it on
In the center?
in the little picture there?
See the picture? Now, tell them about this is interesting because
That's very nice.
really Daraj is the person that people should know about because me they over know about, you know. But she's like the quiet one.
Can we grab, since we're
In that
over
red
here anyway,
circle
can
on
I,
the top there,
get
there,
yesterday's show and go
there
over
are
it real
what
quick?
36 words for love. Is it love?
Yes. Love
In
is,
different languages.
French, Italian, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Lithuanian, Ukrainian, Russian, and so on.
And so on. And she researched that bloody thing all, and it was so
As you
wonderful.
probably know, this is most easily done on a PC with.
Is that hand woven
Yeah, just
also?
take it to
Yeah, let's just.
This
editing room real
Is
quick and do
not hand
it.
woven.
MacBoard just as good as
Does
PC.
Mac does Mac copy DVDs?
It's the each thing,
careful.
each
Do you have
segment
a
has a horse
Blank?
hair
Is that what it is? Horsehair? Okay.
Yes.
ring in here or anything?
from Russia.
Very cool.
No. So where's your girlfriend?
Oh, I don't know.
Your partner.
I don't know.
So why do you do this show?
Why?
Well, both of you, John. I'm not going to interview you kind of way because I don't know. I like your logo.
I do it because I wanted to try to enlighten people as to alternative
Come on
mindsets.
in, Happy.
Gotcha. And who is this guy with the dog, man?
I'm Joe.
Happy,
Joe,
happy.
what's with you and the dog?
Oh, this is my dog, and I thought I'd take him by to say hello.
Oh, that's
What's
nice.
his dog
I love
name?
animals.
His name's Happy.
Hey, Happy, are you happy?
He is indeed.
Very. Happy
Aw.
is well named, aren't you, Happy? I don't know if you've seen this or not. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see this screen right here?
Yeah.
We have special
Wow.
effects that we do on our thing that other people don't have, and so
Oh, wow. So that's it. Ah.
Well, that's part of our background too. Which one
we have
was it?
tracers.
Oh, you're not happy.
patterns.
You're happy. You're happy too.
Well,
I'm happy.
Wow.
Well, I went to bulletin board because we had guests who came on and instantly quoted the words you're not allowed to say.
Within about two
But if
seconds
you
of
would leave our
arrival.
lights on, since we're still recording for the nighttime show. You see what I mean? Come in and join us, will you?
Certainly.
Okay.
The nighttime show.
This is Matt. Yeah.
Hello, Matt.
See,
Hello.
because we
How's it
get a
going?
rerun
Great.
at night, and so although we're not allowed to say those things during the daytime, this can fly fine after 11.
Well, yeah, but I don't do those things. What I'm seen or heard in public now is a whole new persona, which is interesting. At private parties at people's homes and stuff, I open up.
What?
You know, I mean, I'm on the verge of being syndicated. I got 450,000 people listening to the show. That's unheard of.
450,000 people listening to the show
recorded, listening to my radio show.
without being syndicated.
Without being syndicated. Now
Okay.
they don't hear on broadcast radio, so I'm not reaching the truck drivers. But I'm reaching more than that. I'm reaching people who want to go there,
Well, what are they listening on internet radio? Is that what
internet.
you're saying?
and that's streamed. That doesn't take into consideration the podcast because I don't have any figures on the podcast yet, and they have the figures, and I don't know what they're doing with it. I get paid a talent fee from them. I'm not an employee. I would never be an employee of Clear Channel. I don't support that whole trip. But to be in the belly of the beast, URTV indirectly is because your charter cable is a beast thing in a sense. But I don't think we have any choices anymore. You know, I applaud Wally Bowen and I applaud WPVM, but it's nothing. You know, It's a flea's fart in the back of an elephant. If you're going to make a mark, make a mark. Have a revolution. Do it. Go into the belly of the beast and do it. You know, so...
Oh, it's getting harder and harder all the time now.
Well, if you think that way, blow up the buildings, man. Go for it. Don't talk about it. If you're going to wind up in jail or in prison
What will it
because of the
change?
Patriot Act, then make it worth your while.
That's true.
What did she
a
Don't
say?
you
young
think
guy like
it will change the things that if they would blow if we would blow the buildings up, we would be considered as terrorists, and
Right.
we will be destroyed anyway.
I at
and
no
we will
point
just
do I
devour
ever
the
advocate
food.
any sort of violence and or destruction to
Hand me the book.
infrastructure. Book?
That book.
No destruction to the infrastructure.
And,
No destruction to the
and
infrastructure.
What does
put that
destruction mean?
microphone where the book
We're talking about
was.
physical destruction.
Physical destruction
Now hand
to
me
the
the
infrastructure.
now hand me the plate
What about outright
and put that
deception and
and
lying?
put the PZM microphone there, please.
I'm not a big fan of deceptions or lies either. I prefer people speak their mind. I'm a big fan of people speaking their mind. I'm a
Right.
huge advocate of freedom of speech
Very
and
good.
First Amendment.
Yeah,
So my personal taste is if you don't agree with something, say so.
Right, and on our
pretty much
and on our TV studio here, I have a philosophy that works like that. That if you disagree
Right.
with what's being said, start your own show, and
I'm a
say
big
what
advocate
Well, I
of
say-
that too.
and say
yeah.
what you want to
We
say.
are on the way,
Well, it's
yeah.
pretty hard when you with Clear Channel. You know, and it's fairly hard when you
But
have.
we have this outlet.
Yeah, this outlet, but I'm sure I can knock on the door and have a show tomorrow. I mean, you got a waiting list now. You developed a kind of.
No. There's
It's not a
no
waiting
shows
list.
coming
It
up
is-
in March.
You can walk in, you can become a member, and there is a little bit of time lag because you have to become a member. You have to at least sit through an orientation. If you want to use any of the equipment, you have to take the classes to prove.
Or
that
have
you're
someone that is
qualified to
trained
use
that's going to be
Right.
there.
Yes, but it still can be doable in a fairly short period of time.
Well, right now I'm facing writing a column for the Mountain Express, so I was.
What's going on with the Mountain Express?
Well, I don't know.
Have they? Do they seem to? Have you been reading them lately? Have you been checking into the Mountain
I read
Express?
it. It's like a got to
It's-
almost in the
it
city now.
Seems like it's changed its complexion over the last couple of months.
They've
Other
become
people
much
have
more
said
corporate
that.
oriented, much more corporate. When
Seems
they got
like
rid of-
it, yeah.
They got rid of. Getting rid of Cecil Boswell was sort of a mark and waving a flag where they were. I personally called, and
Has there been any changes at the top in the management or any of that?
well, I don't know who's higher than Jeff Phobes, but if there is,
Ownership changed or something?
Well, I don't know who owns Mountain Express. I know Jeff Phobes is quote unquote the publisher, and that other guy who died 4 or 5 years ago, I forget his name. He owned Wall Street. But there's no. Everyone is so capitalistically drawn and pushed into that direction
He
more and
owned
more.
Wall Street.
Oh, he has a show here.
I've heard some grumblings about the Mountain Express lately. People in the music community who feel that there are musical events that happen on a weekly basis always around this town, and there are some people who think that there are upcoming events that didn't get the press they deserve from the Mountain Express or any press at all when the Mountain Express has, as of late, been saying, oh, we don't have time to put this in the last minute because they've got this or that theme issue that they've been planning for months. So I've heard grumblings coming from different directions about the Mountain Express, too.
Well, what about the new thing, the city paper? Have you heard of it? Cecil Boswell himself supposedly got someone from Tennessee to fund it, and I haven't seen it.
What's the name of it?
The City Paper?
No,
City
I
Paper.
haven't
I've not
either.
seen it.
They've had 2 issues out. It's
I've been
quite
curious.
thin.
You have seen it then?
Yeah, I've seen 2 issues. It's it's like the Mountain Express was when they started 12, 13 years ago. And it's interesting because the term City Paper is part of a name in Philadelphia and in Washington, D.C. Their weeklies, they're both called the City Paper. There may be more of them. So that City Paper has got some power. And I personally feel it's a good thing because this is like you can say it like on the TV, not slandering, but
You
like,
can say whatever you want to.
I mean-
The views expressed on this show
the
are
views.
those held by the people expressing them. Yeah.
like I have very little
Have
time.
at it. This is the Swami.
Yeah, man. Well, Virato is Swami. They call me the Swami. I was like, when I first came here, I guess, John, you and I were kind of like street people. In a way, we were hanging out down at Vincent Sear, and
Yeah.
we were the higher end street people, but we were street people, man.
And Malaprops downstairs when Malaprops had a
The downstairs where I was banned for 4 years.
Back when you were allowed in Malaprops.
Yeah, I was banned for about 5 or 6 places in the city. I like it when they ban me from churches and you can't see God. It hasn't happened yet. I thought I would start with like a fundamentalist Christian church to do this, you know. But I have a new thing in town now, and that's I'm always waving to the policeman. And I'm going to join the Policemen's Benevolent Association, and I'm going to do things with that. But I'm glad I saw your thing on the internet, and I have you up on one of our little, an Asheville magazine with a little.
That's right. You have a link.
Yeah.
But I have a link to yours.
Yeah, right.
I linked to your thing.
So
my links.
So what came? Tell me about the tea party. Now I'm sitting drinking here this tea. Why am I feeling so woozy? Is there something in this tea, John?
Nope.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that's just my feel woozy person.
It's tea from Wu Yi Mountain in China.
Oh, is it really? That's why I'm feeling woozy. I knew it.
Is that the Wulong tea?
So you're a musician person.
I am not a musician. I know a fair number of musicians though. I am a URTV person.
I'm gonna go
Okay. You like this stuff, yeah?
I love this stuff.
Did you
You're
study
here
at
for
Scott?
Lisa's show. This is
Oh,
correct.
that's all right.
Yeah, I'm here for hush hush.
I will be.
Oh,
the
it's not
gentleman
just
in the
you.
control
See
room
what I
pushing
mean?
the
This
buttons.
it started
Wonderful.
yesterday. Two
I also
guests
host
from
2 URTV
two guests
programs.
from
I do a
yesterday
live
had
show on
an invite not to
Saturdays,
come back.
and
But
we
I had-
do
but I
a
had personally
taped
spoken
late night
with them.
music show as well. That is a
Before they
different
came
band
on.
every week. It's called Mount Dungeon. That's a
And-
big deal. That's
It's
And
live
one
and
of
they play.
He,
Huh?
How much of the
when
programming
Stitch
here
was
is live,
sitting
and how much
there,
of it is
and
recorded?
he said he was talking about he's been with his girlfriend Doris. He says
trying to think
I've
how
been
much
with
of it
Doris
is
now
live.
for a relationship for 10 years. And
I would say
and
there's a
Stitch
good
said,
at
"That's
least
fucking
6 or
awesome."
7 live programs now that just off the top of my head, maybe even more.
Out
It's
of it-
still mostly
And so I had to tell her-
handed in, but there are more and more people doing
No more.
live shows.
But I sat down
and
with her
people
the
are being
day
encouraged to
before.
do live shows.
And I said, "Can you do that?
who would
Can
be,
you come
if there's such a
on?" 'Cause
thing,
she cusses all the time.
Who would be like your main,
Can
the
you- I said,
main
"Can you sit
person,
at the tea party?"
the one
And
that's the
like,
most
"Oh, yes.
popular?
Oh, yes,
The next
I'm
question I
on
have for
TV.
you is,
And
I
she-
hear
and
these
she
stories
did
of how
it
many
twice.
subscribers there are to
You know,
cable
and
TV.
Lord Raven,
That doesn't
who
tell
was
me
sitting over
nothing.
here,
How many people listen
cussed
to a particular
too.
time frame?
So,
We have no way
you
of
know,
knowing.
so all the
We
shits
have
and
no way
bucks,
of knowing.
they have to go home. I can't do it. I can't do an
do
afternoon
know,
show.
As for who's the most
And usually
popular
I'm-
live person, I don't
My
know.
mouth isn't-
Again, we have no
I
way
watch
of
my
truly
mouth.
rating
Well,
it.
so
I
it's-
know when
it's
Don
like all of
Young
a
does
sudden-
his show Citizen
It's in the
Speaks,
air.
he
It's
gets
like all of a sudden there's a
he
new
gets a lot of phone calls. He's got
precedent
more than
has
100
been
phone
set
calls in a
that you
2-hour
know,
period.
and as you know what
That's
he
a lot
came in
of
and
phone
just
calls. That's more than Matt Matan
as soon as
ever
we
gets.
told him
That's
you
a
can't
lot.
talk like that, he started
100
doing it
in a
more.
2-hour period?
He obviously can't get to them all.
No,
kind of
obviously,
thing,
yeah.
but
You
So-
count the starts of the lights.
I don't know.
So you
well,
actually-
there
I
isn't a
did
call-in
this
thing
as an
here. He just
attempt
uses his cell phone
not to be
and
taken
counts,
off
the
the air.
number of messages he accumulates.
If I
That
take
is at
myself
least
off
that is
voluntarily,
his claim. So,
maybe people
So now,
won't
there's-
call in
there's,
and
Say.
Does
maybe
Charter
be
come in
taken
here
off or
and they do
something.
maintain the equipment? What do they
They'll
do?
Oh
feel
no,
like-
this is
they'll
Charter
feel
does
like
not
it's
maintain
already been-
anything
it's-
here.
I've already been.
And there's the running
Sorry.
theory that
Yeah.
Charter, in fact,
Whatever.
despises us.
We'll
Well,
see.
you know,
This
I-
place is run by a nonprofit.
If they knew, they could get me
and
taken off for at
it's
least a month.
basically self-maintained. There's a handful of employees.
Yeah, they could
and
just call in
Originally,
and say,
everything and the
"We
rent
heard
is paid
these
for
words,
by,
boom, 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 boom,
by
boom,"
them.
at
barely.
5 o'clock,
This place has
and they would take
been
my
operating
DVD
in the red pretty much
and the
since it
people on the
opened.
board of directors would
who was
watch
the
the
money
show
owed
and
to?
they would hear those words.
Who is-
The
And they
money
would
comes
say,
from the
"You're off
city
for a
and the
month."
county and the PEG fees that they get from Charter. So indirectly,
Yeah.
Charter is funding this place.
That's what they had to by law.
But
They would love
the money that comes in compared to the
Who?
operating costs is still very on the edge.
The
Like
pretty people.
we were until recently
The